Hi, I'm Terry, and I'm nuts about stamping. I'm back today with another Sundays with Sizzix project. It's this cute card that I created using a brand new stamp set that's actually not going to be available in a catalog until the Idea Book and Catalog comes out in July, but you can pre-order it now in the month of April only. It's called Awash with Flowers. Here's what you need to gather together to make this card. You're going to need your Big Shot, you're going to need your standard cutting plates, and this card we're going to use the scallop die. It's a Big's die. For cardstock I have Whisper White, Old Olive, Orchid Opulence, and Cottage Wall Designer Series paper. For ink I use the Orchid Opulence Classic ink and the Old Olive marker. I have some mini glue dots and my snail adhesive. I have Dazzling Diamonds glitter and my two-way glue pen, because everything is better with a little bit of glitter on it. And I have my Rich Razzleberry polka dot ribbon, my Versamark. I've got my basic black ink pad as well. And then introducing Awash with Flowers. It's actually, I bought the clear mount stamp set, and it comes in two DVD cases. One is the line art images and one is the solid images. And so these go together, and I'll show you how in a minute. All right, I'm going to clear off my stamping space. I'll be back in a minute and then I'll show you how to create this card. Alright, I'm back and I have everything sort of cleared out of the way, and I'm going to show you how to make the scallop for the front of the card. You're going to use your bottom standard cutting plate, then your scallop die, lay your Whisper White cardstock on top, put the top cutting pad on, and then just basically run it through. That's what I love about the Big Shot, is it makes beautiful cuts, very quick and easy. Alright, and then we can move that out of the way, so you end up with a large scallop. Then what I did was I used clear block H, and I used the stem from the line art. I'm not sure you can see it, but I'll put it on my blog later. And then I'm going to ink it up with basic black, and because this stamp is very skinny, I'm just going to dab the basic black on top of it. I think that would be the easiest way to ink it up without hurting it. And then I'm going to just stamp it down here, like so. And then I used block C and the other line art image for the top of the flower. Ink it up with basic black and stamp it down like so. Alright, then I'm going to use block C again, and I'm going to use the solid image for the top of the flower. And I'm going to mount that onto the clear block and bring in my Orchid Opulence. Ink that up. And the greatest part about the clear blocks is you know exactly where you're stamping, so that you don't ever make a mistake, because you can see through the top of the block and know where you're going to be putting the stamp. Alright, then I'm just going to bring in the card and show you what I did to complete it. I took my Old Olive marker and then I colored the stem. And then what I did was I took this large scallop over to my paper cutter and I just cut from like a dip in the scallop down to the dip in the scallop. Just cut straight down so that it cuts off the piece of the scallop. I stamped the Just For You and then added the Rich Razzleberry polka dot ribbon with a glue dot. And then, I'm not sure you can see it in the video, but I used my Versamark and there's a line leaf image, like a line art leaf image, and I stamped that randomly over the top on the Orchid Opulence. I added the Cottage Wall Designer Series paper and a strip of Old Olive. And then to complete it, I just took the scallop piece and I glued it down on top. And then because I always love a little glitter on my card, I used my two-way glue pen, and there's kind of, it almost looks like little seeds or something at the top of the flower image. So I just put a little spot of the two-way glue pen and Dazzling Diamonds glitter to complete the card. And that's it. For a complete list of the measurements and the supplies I used to make this card, please visit my blog, www.nutzaboutstamping.com. You'll want to check out my blog post on this anyway, because I'm offering something special to you if you order the Awash with Flowers stamp set in April from me. So please visit my blog. You can also subscribe to my newsletter. I had a customer newsletter that came out on Tuesday, and anybody that subscribes to it in the next week or so, I'll make sure that you get a copy of that newsletter as well. I'm Terry, and I'm nuts about stamping. See you soon!